Well, hello everybody, Smithy here and welcome to a slightly different video. Today, this is going to be the first part in my new gaming PC. I've had my existing gaming PC for about 8 years now and it's getting on a bit, but it's still fast anyway. So luckily for me, I'm now able to do a full upgrade. So I thought I'm not going to show you everything, I'm going to show you the best bits. So first of all, we're going to have a look at what have I bought in terms of motherboard, CPU, memory and hard drive, and obviously the fan, as you can see in front of you. So what I had to do was, because of all the processors and all the generations getting updated, I had to think future proofing. So I've gone for a Ryzen system because the new Ryzen chips are out soon. I haven't gone for the top end Ryzen, I've gone for one of the fastest, well it probably is, but conjecture one of the fastest gaming CPUs. And then when the new Ryzens come out, I'll be able to upgrade because I've got a motherboard which is future proofed. Whereas if I went with an Intel system, when the new Intel chips come out with PCIe 4, I would have to then upgrade absolutely everything. So I've gone for the AMD system, Ryzen system, but I've bought really good parts for numerous reasons, so I'm going to go through it. So what we'll do, guys, is we'll start with, I've got an ASUS TUF Gaming X570 Plus, which in the UK retails for, well, I got it for £180, US $165. So there's interesting prices here because most of the prices, obviously US, you get better money, better value for money, whereas in the UK we get ripped off for computer parts because we have to pay loads more because the exchange rate isn't equal yet. The dollar to pound price of these things sometimes is. Second up, we have got the I've got this Viper hard drive. So that is a hard drive, guys. Look how small that is. So if you think about it, I've got my secondary hard drive here, which is a 4 terabyte hard drive for playing Steam games, and these new hard drives here. But this is quite cheap, about 70 quid, $80 is it? This hard drive here is in the UK £135, but in the US it's $181 because it's a new ME hard drive. I call it hard drive, with super fast read and write speed, and it's a 1 terabyte. So I've gone the whole hog there and put out. The Ryzen here is the 3800 XT. As I said, this is 8 core and one of the fastest gaming CPUs in Ryzen because it maintains its core clock. Whereas the 3900 XT and the 3950 do not maintain their super fast clock, whereas this maintains its clock a lot more in gaming. So I've bought that. That here in the UK was £360. That's the most expensive part. And in the US it's $383, and these are all new egg prices, $383. So it's a lot of money, but again, I'll be able to resell this in the next 6 months and get the new Gen 4. I call it Gen 4, Zen 4, Zen 3 in it. And then finally, this is not finally, this is the 32 gig of DDR4 memory at 3200 megahertz, which is a standard memory, but again, 2 sticks because at some point I want to upgrade to 64 gig. So I've got to think future proof in there rather than 4 8s. So there's 2 16s equals 32 gig. That is Vengeance LPX 3200. That's £120 in the UK, $130 in the US. And then this, I like the look of this because I've got a glass window case, and I'll show you the case. I'm not upgrading my case yet. I'm going to use my existing case because it's such a good case, and that's Cooler Master. So this beautiful here, this is fantastic, a 212 black edition, and it has all sorts of fancy colours on it, and it is a really good, it comes out really good cooler for the CPU. I've not gone water cooled yet. I might go water cooled in the new year, but I decided at the moment until I get my new case, probably in the new year I won't. So gone for cool. These are £42 or $45, a really good price, and it's got all sorts of RGB lighting, millions of colours, so I'll be looking forward to seeing that. So quick overview then, because I'm only not going to go through and then I'm going to show you the case. Put these over here a minute, just over here. This Tough Gaming, when I got my last motherboard, you used to get all sorts of accessories. Now, you just get the motherboard. Why did I buy this motherboard? I'll tell you in a minute. What do you get in the box? What do you get in the box? You get a back plate. You get just two cables. Is that two? Yeah, two hard drive cables. So all you get is enough cable to go in the existing new hard drive and say a CD-ROM or DVD-ROM. I've got a Blu-ray ROM actually. Whereas in the old days, luckily, you got 7 or 8 of them. Guide, nice stickers. Though I never use the stickers. They're really nice, aren't they? It'd be nice somewhere. I don't stick them on my case. They're obviously the usual disc, motherboard disc, which is very crucial, and a few screws. So that is it. That is it. It's all you get in the box, guys. But the motherboard itself is superb. Let me just get this motherboard out a minute and tell you all about it actually. So, I don't make sure. I looked at what I wanted is lots of hard drives, lots of USB ports, and I wanted a pretty good gaming motherboard, but I didn't want to spend the earth on it. I wanted a new PCI Gen 4. I wanted M2 brackets. So we got my hard drive, all different types of sizes here, and then there's a secondary M2 bracket. So I could actually expand it and get a solid state drive for my drives. It's got loads of, and you should be able to see this, it's got loads of headers. There's 4 SATAs there and another 4 SATAs here. So you can have up to 8 hard drives on it. I've got 5 at the moment, or 4. But again, I'm upgrading all my hard drives because it's a bigger capacity. Because I've got like 4 terabyte, 3 terabyte, 3 terabyte and 2 terabyte hard drives to put on. And then I'm going to sort out all my data. But beautiful motherboard. And the other thing I needed and people like to say, well, tell me about this, were the USB ports. We've got USB 3, 2.1, 2.2, 3.2. I've got 6 USB ports, and my old motherboard did. There's not many motherboards that have lots of USB headers. So again, I've got USB, you'll see on the case, I've got the extra USB headers here. That's another USB header if I'm correct. Usually it stays in that position. I hoped I had 2 of those, but I don't think I have. So really good motherboard, it's they don't have very much on here, but there you go. This has got all sorts of things, like it's got 3 USB Gen 3.2 Gen 2s, 6 USB 3.2 Gen 1s, 4 USB 2 ports. I've actually got a USB PCSI 1 USB card in my old motherboard because I needed extra. So it's got excellent stuff, and yeah, there we go. It's got nice audio features as well. So as a basic thing, got 2 M2 points, 8 SATAs. So yeah, there we go. It's all good, and it's got a 16 slot. That one there is a Super PCI 4. So it's a really good motherboard. So there we go. That's the motherboard. Put that out of the way because we've got to build it. And I'll show you. The CPU just comes in a box. There is nothing. I'm not going to take that out because there's no point. That's it. You just get a CPU in the box. You've seen that, which is the memory, which is just it just connects in and screws into the motherboard. The RAM looks quite cool actually. I've never opened it yet, of course. Quite cool. Let's have a look at this. And I want to have a look at the fan. That's the one to have a look at. What I should have done is got myself a knife a minute. Let me just get this open. Yeah, I wanted to show this because it's beautiful memory. The heat sinks on it's quite good, although I'm a bit perturbed about heat sinks. In the past I've had where the heat sinks keep the heat on rather than dissipate the heat, but they're really nice, and they'll look good in that black again, black and gold. So the last thing then, guys, is this cooler, which I'll just open up now, hopefully. Alright, so let's get this open. Let's have a look at this, guys. Oh, that's really nice. The trouble is, the Cool Master's always nice. Oh, that's it. That's all the extras. All the different connectors for different formats and stuff. And then this is the cooler as such, which I'm sure you're interested in seeing. Beautiful black edition. Now hopefully, let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Oh, gorgeous. Beautiful. Beautiful. And there it is, it's all black. So this is going to look super cool because it's all like I've got all black parts and everything, and it is going to look pretty damn good. So it's interesting. I didn't even think about that. Beautiful fan. Beautiful cooler. Very similar to the cooler I already have on my existing, and the new types of sockets there as well for that. So really nice cooler. Right, so what is all this going into? Because I did tell you earlier on that it's going into an old case. So let me show you the old case. So guys, this is my HAV 932 case, about 8 years old. But one thing I did do is buy a case which was future-proofed at the time. It is full metal, and yes, I've ripped out all the innards. My other PC is in another box at the moment, a dead small box. So I've ripped it all out, I've completely taken everything off, including all the fans, all the bits, and completely cleaned it down and polished it back up again. Because you know PCs get thing, but you're going, why have you got all those things? Well, there's my Blu-ray player, because I have a Blu-ray player. We've got USB 3s there. We've got this, because I use different formats and stuff, which is a panel at the front. USB 2s and 3s. And then I've got the fan controller as well. So a lot of the new cases don't have, and then there's a pull-out bay there. A lot of the cases do not have all these bays anymore. They have glass fronts and whatever. Yes, you see here, this has got I've got a fan on top to draw the heat out, but it's got loads of panels anyway, so the heat just dissipates anyway. Heat comes in through the front through a beautiful fan here, great big fan here, draws the heat through the front, takes the heat out, and then takes the heat out the back. So we've got this panel here, which I'll take off now because it's a lovely glass panel, fantastic. And on the inside you can see all the cables ready to go, but you can see this fan here. Oh, that's the only thing I never cleaned. I need to take the thing off and whatever, but this all lights up. But that really takes the heat out. Loads of room. This is what I wanted. So you've got options to put the power supply at the top or the bottom. I put it at the top because it draws the heat out of the case, and it's a really effective power supply. It's really top quality, as I'll show you. And then heat's got. So in terms of heat, all the heat comes in, comes up through the bottom as well, goes through the graphics card, CPU, and the heat gets drawn out the back by this and the fan. So it keeps really cool. It's really good. So I've decided to keep it because I couldn't find a case which had enough, because all the cases now don't have drawers on the front. There's a few, the 750D Cooler Master. The only problem with this case is you can't buy this panel anymore. So the lights, you have to keep the panel. So all I've got on now is the power on and off reset. All these now are not connected because they're broke. And that's what you get with USBs over the years. That's a removable drive for spare hard drives, which now I couldn't use before, but now because I've got 8 SATAs, I'll be able to come out. The other side, it's got a basic panel on the side, but it's really nice. So that's the case that we're going to build the PC, and it's a full ATX tower. I've always had this, great, it's fantastic, I love it. So there we go, it'll fit all the new stuff will fit in. Drive bays, we've got easy access drive bays here. It's all brilliant, easy lockable. Hopefully I don't just push that out. So there we go. So what I'm going to do, guys, now is build the motherboard up and all the stuff, and then I'll show you that before I place it in the PC. The secret is to build your motherboard and put all the parts on outside the case, and then to put the motherboard and things back in afterwards. So should be back shortly. So here you are, guys, the motherboard and CPU and cooler and RAM and I call it Viper hard drive all set up now. This is one amazing CPU fan. It's ginormous, absolutely ginormous, but it's well cool. It's funny enough, I always get big coolers on my CPUs because it's always good just to run cool all the time, just helps. I can't wait to get it in the machine and get it lit up and get it going, because first point of call is I'm going to get it set up into the case over here, and then once we got it in the case, we'll start putting windows on and stuff like that. But yeah, really cool, really like it. I could have a second fan here, but it isn't. But look, as I said to you, all the components all match, so it looks pretty damn cool. It's a pity that the RAM faces this way, so the nice colour coded badges on the inside rather than outside. But hey, there we go, it's all good, we love it. So here you are, guys, with it all set up. It has been running for about 5 days now I've got it running, but I thought I'd show you the inside, both in some nice lighting. Just let you know, so that was the motherboard went in there. There's the RTX 280 super blower, which is my temporary card until I get the 380. There's the super 1200 watt power supply. I really like it. I think some people might not like the cabling. They might prefer to have more braided cabling like that's on the CPU cooler. I've put a different fan in the back now. I put a new blue lit one I found in the box. Hopefully that will look alright, because I haven't tested it, I've just fitted it up. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'll put the side panel back on and then show it in operation, just to finish off and show the lighting. I'll have to show you all the lights inside. So guys, hope you can see this, because it's going to be a bit dark. The Cooler Master 932 came with a red fan. It's always got a red fan on the front, but I want a blue one, but I haven't got one yet. I'll keep the red one. I just keep using it. So it's got the red and blue, the fan controller on the front, card reader, and then the light at the top. But more importantly, you want to have a look inside. So let's have a look. And it is a bit cramped under here, but that's the fan on the side of the panel. It only has 3 of the lights working now, but it's still a really good fan. There's the new one in the back. Looks pretty damn cool, I must say, blue. And then this is the CPU fan here, and in the bottom I've got these two fans are all run by the motherboard. So this fan at the back, that's controlled by the motherboard as well, all the temperature, CPU temperature, and these two are off unless it's under high power, and then they come on. So it's pretty damn quiet as such under here. So the thing about the fan, guys, is it comes with different modes. So if we start with the center mode, you can see that I can change it to a number of different colors. So we've got green, we got sort of a light blue, turquoise, well, it's light blue, then there's the pink, then there's another blue, then there's the red. So if I had red fans elsewhere, I could match it up, then the green, and then the blue. So then you've got different modes as well, and I'm trying to think now, you can make it go darker or lighter as such. And then you got this weird, this is the best one at the top, all different modes as well. So we got that, which is a flashing mode in red. In fact, I think I can change it. Yes, I can change it to different colours. Got to find the same blue I had before, really. So that's the different colours. Green, blue, maybe that one. Anyway, I'll come back. So next thing is you've got this next mode, which does this, sort of like a heartbeat, which is really cool. And then there's this one, which is, it just automatically changes, just does it automatically changing throughout, which I don't have it on. I tend to have it on the blue as such, because that looks pretty damn cool. So we'll change that back to the mode. I think I'll change that back. That's the heart. Oh, that's the flashing. That just goes flashing as well. So we'll think, oh, it's bringing it back to the mode I want. Right, I've got my mode back now. So I'll just put the panel back on just to show you what it looks like through the side panel. So that's what it looks like through the side panel. It's got a glass panel at the top, and you can see why I wanted it all to be blue as such, because it does look quite cool blue. And what I intend to do is obviously upgrade the case at some point, but that's that bit. So the rest of the system is just twin monitors and stuff, which to show you. So here is the keyboard, of course. I've done that in a separate video as well. It's absolutely fantastic, beautiful, it's dead quiet. I'm just going to load Tomb Raider on the 4K screen. I've got, this is a 144 Hertz 27-inch monitor here. And then this is the main 4K, 27-inch 4K 144 Hertz. It is pretty impressive to say the least. It's the ASUS and the beautiful light underneath. I do like it. It is a fantastic thing, but it is absolutely brilliant. So we're getting a good, that's on full graphics there, running absolutely brilliant. In fact, you can actually, that's quite impressive on a camera to show that. It is very impressive, and I really do, I can't say anymore. This monitor, the new monitor I have, is absolutely fantastic. It is absolutely brilliant. And the keyboard, love the keyboard. Even you'd think the only thing is with all the lights going by, and it's quite good because I can change it to turn it off, back on, and then I think it's that one, isn't it? There's that one which waves round and round, which is quite funny, and then that one there which is a bit too fussy to me. I just like that one, just like that. So as you can see, it is a beautiful monitor. I don't know how well it's going to come through on the video, of course. I've changed from the phone as such. So you can see here, hopefully even, it is absolutely brilliant. Once you've gamed in 144 Hertz, you never want to go back. Absolutely gorgeous. See why I'm impressed. So that's it. That's the new system. I just wanted to show you a video on that because I know people ask about it. It hasn't got the 3080 in it yet because we're waiting for that to get delivered. But you can see the 270 Super with the 3800 XT. You know, what more can you ask for in terms of graphics? It's absolutely brilliant. And it does play the majority of games in 4K, especially all the older ones. So I'm going to be doing some videos on that. So thanks for watching, guys. Press that like button. Something different from what I normally do, but I thought I'd better show you. Cheers and bye-bye.